viewers. This is Sturmgeschütz 4, also known as Globulus. I'm bringing you a 4-player last man standing free-for-all. I'm commanding the Carthaginian army. One of my clan mates is commanding the Julia army up here. The Greek army is commanded by player 13, and the Seleucid Empire army is commanded by Hakuro. I think that's how you pronounce that. My Japanese is a little rusty, so anyway, take a look at my army here real quick. I have 5 Sacred Band cavalry. I have 3 regular slingers. They are gold, silver. Oh, and by the way, my cavalry's all gold. My Sacred Band pikes, I have 4 of them. They are, I think they're all silver. This one has an experience upgrade, if I'm not mistaken. And then I have 3 Balearic slingers, and they are gold. They're all gold, silver as well. Let's look at the Seleucids real quick here. It looks to be all gold here. 5 silver shield pikes. He's got 1, 2, 3. Looks like 4 archer units. They are silver bronze, it looks like. He's got a companion cav as his general. Not a bad idea. It's gold. He's got 4 cataphracts. They are also gold. So really a pretty balanced army there. The Greek player who decided to deploy in a noob circle, or a new box, I guess, got a bunch of archers. Let's see, what, 6, 8 archers. But none of them look to have upgrades, but I can't really see any upgrades on any of his units at this range. He's got an archer stuck out here in the middle, or out in the middle of nowhere. He spammed quite a few Spartans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Spartans. Wow. Could be 10. I'm not sure if I counted that unit or not. Anyway, let's go see Pili's army here. He brought 3 Praetorian Cav. He's got a Legionary First Cohort as his general, and he has corrected that since I got with him after this game and explained to him that for the Legionary First Cohorts provide a morale bonus. The general does as well. So it's, if you're gonna have a general unit, make him an urban or whatever, Praetorian, whatever you have, and then make a Legionary First Cohort a secondary, almost like a second general, I guess, in a way, and just have it kind of on the opposite side of your line, or even in reserve like he has here. I'd imagine the Greek has no upgrades because I can see his here. So anyway, Pili has it's like 5 urban cohorts. They are gold. He has his Legionary First Cohort, which is silver. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 archers. They are unupgraded, and he has, like I said, 3 Praetorian Cav, and I think they're gold. Yeah, maybe gold. No, they're gold. Yeah. Anyway, let's get this going here. Immediately, we're going to see a fight between myself and the Seleucids here. I honestly could have played this better. I kind of got stuck. Well, you'll see in a moment. I'll explain as we go here. See, at first I thought I figured he would keep the high ground advantage, but he moves off to his left, and that kind of hurts him because it takes away his high ground advantage. It's more level ground here. I think I have a slight hill here, not much of one, but probably a slight bonus. And if you're wondering why I have my slingers set up like this, with my pikes in the middle in between them, I generally use my regular slingers as a shield, I guess you could call it. I let them get in their pot shots and everything, and take out some bad guys. And then I use my Balearic slingers because they have the longer range. Here in my my third row, my third line, just because because of the longer range and they can do more damage, and I tend to use my Pililiks against cataphracts like this. Never Kill 2K12 says he don't really use slingers against cataphracts. They don't do enough damage. But in my experience, I can't really say that. You know, every time I've ever used slingers, you know, if I keep my army close like this, close knit, then generally I can draw slingers or draw cavalry in. That's another purpose of my front line like this with my regular slingers, to try to draw enemy cav in. Of course, he didn't take the bait, but here he does start moving some of his cav up. I think he thought I was going to just charge into him, which I wasn't going to do. He comes charging after. I thought he was going to come charging after me here, but as soon as he brings his cav up, he actually fell for the trap when I brought my cav up. He brought his cav up, his cataphracts and stuff up, and that's why I switched my targeting from targeting his archers. I used my slingers to target his cataphracts. Well, actually, I think I was targeting his general unit at first. So, but anyway, that's the way I find it better to play. You know, some people do, some people don't. I like to use bait tactics, try to draw cav in to ensure I have cav supremacy, because I'm better with my cav than a lot of people are. Now here I did get some good shots with these slingers on these cav, and what my problem was here, he kind of caught me. I wasn't really planning on charging in here. I just happened to click up. I was going to swing around him, and he just happened to go the same direction. I think we just clicked at the same time, and he does catch my my companions, my sacred bands really well here. But I do manage to get his general unit here, I believe. And here in the background, you see Pili approaching the, well, it's not noob square anymore, but approaching the Greek player. And there I got the general there. I guess it was worth the loss of my cav. I mean, but these silver shields, they're really not going to last too long. I have a slight hill advantage here. They're not going to last real long against my Sacred Band pikes. They don't do a bad job. But where Hakuro kind of messes up is I'm really good. Well, this doesn't help, but I'm really good at you know, catching cav charges into the rear, even if my infantry are engaged. Especially with Carthage, because their infantry is so tough defensively. If you can, you know, catch their charges as they're coming in, just turn your pikes around. I mean, you can take for a few seconds, you can take some damage from enemy infantry, and you can turn around and get and turn your pikes around and get these. You know, get the enemy cav, get these cataphracts or whatever the cav might be. But yeah, see, I'm really decimating most of his silver shields here. I was kind of late in getting my two sacred bands over here to assist, but in the you know, all the while I still have my slingers firing on virtually everything that they can fire on. Yeah, I've got these Pililiks firing on these cataphracts here just to keep him busy. He did manage to get rid of one of my slinger units here, as you can see. Well, and it's two slinger units, I guess. But this fight's pretty much been decided. He admitted defeat. I took a heavy toll, especially with my cav. Like I said, I think me and him just happened to click at the same time to try to move around each other's flank, and we just ran into each other. Is basically what happened there. I couldn't get my cav out in time. I even sent the two I had in reserve over here to try to work around where his cav was going to attack or concentrate on mine. I was going to encircle him with mine. Didn't work out either. I think we both, like I said, we both just apparently had the same idea with our cav here, and well, it cost me more than it did him. So anyway, let's go over here to Pili's fight, because I'm just now basically a spectator. Now, I was giving Pili some pointers during this. I told me she turned the flame arrows off, that they're not as effective. Uh, he does smartly. He brings up his first cohort here to kind of boost the morale of his cohorts, which I thought was a good idea. He was letting his cav just kind of sit here. I told him he should bring him around, and you know, I think he does it with all of his cav. I didn't really specify, but I told him he should hit these archers in the rear. You know, one archer unit at a time. Just kind of fold them up as they go. And I believe he ends up using all of his cav. I told him he only really need. I think I didn't tell him, like I didn't specify where he should use one of his cav or all of his cav. So, but he ends up using all of them. I would have just used maybe 2 of them at most. You know, this kind of, and it draws away some of the Spartans from the front line as well, so that gives him an easier chance to kill a lot of these Spartans. Here like I said, he does bring his cohorts up, and that helps him a lot in this. I told him essentially he just needs to start wiping out archers, but here he actually doesn't do a bad move. He got a nice rear charge here on these Spartans. They do get their pikes turned. I'm not sure if he gets his cav out in time or not. Yeah. He lost a few cav, but you know, all the meantime, his archers are still kind of wreaking havoc here on the Greek lines. I hear he did get one cav unit stuck, but nobody's perfect. I mean, like I said, over there on my battle with the Seleucids, it appeared that we both just kind of had the same idea and you know, at the exact same time. So that's never happened before. So here he's finishing off these archers, getting them out of the picture, which really frees up everything else, because he doesn't have this, you know, because they're launching fire arrows. It's more indirect fire. Can't really call it direct fire because the flaming arrows aren't quite as effective or as accurate as regular arrows. So I consider it indirect fire. You know, he's slowly tearing these Spartans to pieces. But again, the Spartans weren't upgraded. I think yeah, the one thing I would suggest to Pili is, you know, don't use the flaming arrows ever unless you're, you know, having to deal with the backs of units or dealing with barbarian armies. Those are probably or elephants, even chariots. Those are probably the best ways to use flaming arrows. He did an excellent job here. He had a free unit of cohorts here, and peeled the hell out of the Greek general. And here he charges in on this second unit. But, he basically uses his cohorts as his hammer and anvil, if you will. So worked out pretty well, to be honest with you. Of course, he still hadn't chased down all these archers. I think that's what he would have done. In fact, I believe I tell him to. I don't know if he does or not. I really don't remember. But up here, I'm just sitting, just waiting, because I know it's probably going to be me and Pili here. But he's going to have a cavalry advantage either way we go, and more than likely, you know, a pretty solid infantry advantage too. Really, his army completely outmatches mine as we speak, you know, at this point in time. But he did a solid job here. Like I said, I gave him a few pointers on this. I tried to give him ideas as we went during this game. Because I got done so early with my fight, I was able to do that. Now here he's moving in column formation. You know, if it would have been anybody else, um, you know, they probably would have charged in and just utterly annihilated him in this column formation here. But myself, no, I play with honor and you know all that good stuff. So I don't, you know, I will actually wait until the battle's over before I go engaging, because there's still a Spartan here, and you still have these cav. His army's not even together. I'll actually wait, and a lot of times just for people to get their armies back online and things like that. I'm just a good guy. What can I say? But here I'm targeting these Spartans to get rid of them with my Balearics and with one of my Balearic units and this one Slinger unit. They're both mostly out of ammo anyway, so I figured what the hell. But yeah, my infantry, I have one unit that's pretty much at full strength. Well, two, I guess. And then my general unit got kind of banged up because of the cataphract charge by the Seleucids earlier. So I have one weakened. My general unit's really weakened, and I have three almost full strength Sacred Man infantry here. As you can see there in the back, well, actually you can't see it. Anyway, in the background there, he's chasing down the. Well, actually, he's coming back now. But he was chasing down the archers. I was going to wait for him to come back, but I still might. I think I get into a little skirmish battle with him here. But my only recommendation to Pili on this is never move around in column formation. It invites an awful lot. I mean, with Romans it's not so bad. With pikes it is. You know, Romans, you know, they have I guess you could call it they recover better if you do move in columns and are attacked. But generally, it's not something I would recommend with any army, simply because it makes you vulnerable. So, but I have no cav to really attack with, so it doesn't make much of a difference. Here I try to get my slingers out to where they're hitting his urbans from the side, but you know there's really not much I can do here because of his cavalry. I suppose the best thing I could have done was try to keep my army as tight as possible, but you know I was really kind of outgunned here. Like I said, that battle with the Seleucids earlier, it just completely. You know, once my cav was destroyed, it was kind of over. Unless the Greeks had destroyed the Roman cav, then maybe I would have had a chance here. But there, my general's gone. He gets a rear charge in on my pikes here. Here he gets some more rear charges in here. I mean, there's really not much I can do. I do get my pikes turned, it's just not enough, though. Not in time. There's just not much I can do here. And there I go. I admit defeat. But, no, Pili did a really good job here. I gave him some pointers as the game progressed. Like I said, because I got, you know, because I won so early, I was able to do that. Now, you see, he got majority of the kills. He got more kills than all the rest of us combined. But he was fighting a Spartan span army, and he had the high ground, so that's why he got all the kills. If it would have been a scored fight, he probably would have won also, just because there were a load of Spartans here. But anyway, good game to Pili here, and good game to everybody else. A crow, like I said, he caught me off guard. Or actually, I guess we kind of caught each other off guard with our cavalry. But anyway, if you look at the kills here, look at me real fast. It's unusual to see, but my Sacred Bands did most of the damage. My infantry, and my Balearic Slingers. Generally, it's my cav that does all the damage, but not this time. So, anyway, good game to everyone, and Always remember, play with honor and bleed your enemies.